Ladies and gentlemen, From Software presents Havoc Engine. I think that's the engine, I'm assuming. Dark Souls. Where is it? Remastered. So this is going to be my definitive walkthrough for the game Dark Souls. This game came out earlier this year in 2018. I had to create a new file. I called it Fresh Run Fun, so I could have a fresh achievement run, because we got quite a few achievements. We got like 10 to 15 achievements. No, I don't want to join Xbox Live Gold, because we're going to be playing offline. Bump that down to 15. There we go. Yeah, no online play for this playthrough. I want to make this walkthrough pretty generic. I'm sorry, not generic. I want to make it universal. I want to make it so there's no outside interference, basically, is what I'm getting at. So use the D-pad to move up and down and select your stuff. I'm going to go to the highest brightness just to make it easier for you guys to see. Gives you all the controls right there. I'm good, though. I'll explain those. Let's get to this. Enter character name. Let's go with Brian. Good old Brian. But yeah, we got a lot of the achievements that on the profile that I normally would use for my channel recordings. I'm gonna go as the cleric once again, just like I did when I first did this game earlier this year. And that was when I fucked everything up when I was recording a few months ago. I think back in June or July. But this time I got it all mapped out, and it's gonna be much better. We're gonna go with the master key. So Divine Holy Water fully restores HP and status. It's cool, but it's a one-time use. These are also, I think you get like 6 of them. They're strong, but I wouldn't pick them. Twin Humanities, a one-time use. It'll give you 2 Humanities, which are good, and I'll explain what they do, but not worth it. Binoculars, we're going to get those right at the beginning of the game. Don't get it on this. Pendant. Trinket, no effect, but fond memories. Comfort Travelers. I believe you put this in the crow's nest, and you get a certain item for it. Also not worth it in my opinion. Tiny Being's Ring. Special Tribal Ring grants small increase to HP, so it will increase your HP slightly. It's like a 5% boost. Also not worth it. And the Old Witch's Ring, a gift from a witch, ancient ring with no obvious effect. You equip it and it lets you talk to a certain character, but none of these items that I just listed off are as useful as the Master Key. Opens any basic lock. Initial equip for Thief. So if you're picking the Thief class, do not get the Master Key. If you're picking the Thief class, I don't know, consider the pendant, the pendant or the Old Witch's Ring. The Tiny Being's Ring's not really worth it. We're gonna go Master Key. I'll just go average for the physique. We'll just go Far East Traveler, I guess. I don't know what else. A Store Noble. Actually, he looks pretty. This guy looks kind of clericy. Let's go with the. Hold on. What's the Thorlin? Yeah, fuck it. We'll go with that. The hair. Let's go with short. Fuck it. We'll give it. It's about my hair color right there, I'd say. Kind of looks like me right now, except for the face. That does not look like my face at all. Actually, I wonder what face would look like mine. Definitely not that or that. That's really. Well, my face is not round. That's not it. I don't know if this would. I don't really think so. That doesn't. Maybe a little bit, actually. It's a little round. I like this thinner look. You know what? We'll go with the Astora Noble. We'll just go with this. How's that look, guys? Let's. This is going to be the character I create, the cleric, because I'm going to make a faith kind of tanky build. I'm going to put a lot of points into faith and. Well, I don't know. I'm just going to use faith because I'm going to get a weapon right out the gate that's really strong, and really anyone can use it if you have a high enough faith and strength and dexterity, and you have the stat requirements. But I'm going to use it because that's the build I usually go for in Dark Souls. So let's check out this opening cutscene, shall we?
In the age of ancients,
and I'll try and explain what's going on
the
afterwards.
world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark.
Ooh.
Then from the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of chaos.
Spooky.
Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons.
Dun dun.
Gwyn's mighty lords peeled apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire.
The Age of Fire.
But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
The dark sign. The accursed dark sign. Spooky. So we're one of those bearers of the dark sign. We are in Undead. Oh boy. So yeah, that's the story. It doesn't do a very good job at explaining itself, but I'll try and do a little better once this is all over and done with, this opening part.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
So we're at the Northern Undead Asylum right now, which is where undead get thrown.
This is your fate.
Before you go hollow and crazy like all those madmen out there and women. They're crazy. We're just lonely sitting in our cell hanging out with these bugs crawling along the wall. Crying. Swallowing sadness. When a body falls. It's got a sparkly item. Well, thank you, knight-looking person. That's the armor I think you get if you choose the knight class. Should have mentioned the classes only determine your starting loadout, so it kind of just depends on the stats once you read through them. I'm not going to go over... I'll go over all of them really briefly right now, but I'm not going to get too into detail. I'll let you read that part. But vitality is going to affect your health. How much health you have. Attunement lets you cast more spells. That is not like mana-wise, but like allows you to equip more spells. There we go. Endurance is gonna affect how much stamina you have. Strength is how much damage you deal with certain weapons, like strength-based weapons. Dexterity is for dexterity-based weapons. Resistance, I think, is your damage resistance plus, like, you know, curse, poison, bleed, and poise, all that stuff. Intelligence has to do with casting sorceries, and faith has to do with casting miracles, the strength of those. And some weapons need a certain amount of intelligence and faith to them too, as well as dexterity and strength in order to equip. And we have a 14 faith, which is perfect for the weapon that I'm going to get later. We'll grab the dungeon cell key. Let's go ahead and unlock it. You can press A as the action key. The left thumbstick moves you around. Right thumbstick changes the camera. You can press B to just do a back step if you're standing still. Hold B to run. You can press B and hold forward to do a roll. Right stick camera controls. Right bumper attack. You can also do a heavy attack, and you can lock on by clicking the right thumbstick and do a heavy attack with the right trigger, light attack with the right bumper. As those are all explaining, I'm going to get all these souls. I'm going to try and get as many as I can. Because early on, the levels don't cost a lot of souls, so it'd be nice to level those up. Yeah, I already explained that. If you double tap B while you're running, you can do a jump. Just like that. Just like that. Or circle, B or circle, if you're playing on the PlayStation. Rest at bonfire, recover HP. So here's a bonfire. We're going to be resting at these a lot in this game. These are your checkpoints, your save points. Attune magic. We only have the one spell and it's already attuned. And we get our first achievement there by kindling the bonfire. If you go over here, it's locked. It does not open from this side. Bummer. Don't worry, we'll unlock it from the other side eventually. You can push open these big ass doors here and walk on through. Enter this big room for all kinds of goodies. What does this message say? Get away. Oh shit! Well, we do not have a weapon. We are not properly equipped yet to take on that guy, so we're gonna get out of there. If you bring the black fire bombs or like other items, you can actually kill him right there if you use them and hit him with all of them. I wouldn't do that though. It's only all you get is a Demon's Great Hammer, like early on or whatever. So basically, you have to wait until New Game Plus in order to get the weapon. If you don't get it right then and there, but that's totally not worth it. Over the master key for at least my character. A weapon that I'll never use, not at all. Anyway, you'll get the shield here that your class is that is allotted to your class. Mine is the East-West shield for the cleric, and then these will show you how to. Yeah, left bumper is to hold it up. Shows you how to equip everything. Up here is the weapon that's going to be assigned to your class. So I get the mace as the cleric, so I'll press start and equip that bad boy, get rid of that straight sword hilt. Change weapons, toggle items. Yeah, left and right will change your left and right-handed items that you have equipped. Down will be your items. We don't have any yet though. And up will be your spells, and I only have the one. You're only gonna have a spell right now if you're a pyromancer, a sorcerer, or a cleric. It's the only classes that will have magic right now. There's an item up there and we cannot get it yet. It's the only item that we see right now actually that we cannot get. We'll have to get it on the revisit. That's right, we're going to come back here in about 10 or so episodes. If you head up here, this boulder will start to fall. You want to dodge that. Go all the way down and break through this hole here so we can see Oscar, the knight that rescued us earlier by dropping that key in that cell for us.
You're no hollow. Thank goodness.
No idea how he ended up in here. Fell through the roof.
Then lose
That's what it looks like.
I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
No!
I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the Undead Asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Hell yeah, this is gonna be like the best item we'll fucking get this entire game.
And this.
Acquire the Undead Asylum, floor 2 East Key. Acquire the Estus
Now I
Flask.
must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
So he gave us those two. So that's basically our healing potion. It will refill or reset every time you rest at a bonfire. We can open this gate now from this side. We're going to rest at this bonfire. Oscar just died right there. If we go in there, his body's gone, but... Oh shit. Didn't mean to do that. If we go in there, his body's gone. But we got the 100 souls. I've been playing a lot of Spyro lately, so I pressed X to run instead of B for my charge move. So he's not here, but he will be here when we come back. What does this say? X to use item. Rusted bonfire, replenish Estus Flask. Alright, so we got this clown up here. Here's the door that key will open. You can oh yeah, you can wield the right-hand weapon with two hands. Deals about 1.5 times the damage. Okay. So, forward, that's your kick. And then if you do it with the strong attack, boom, your leaping attack. Rusting at bonfire revives enemies. Yeah, every time you rest at a bonfire, you revive enemies. You won't have an item here if you're a certain class. The classes that will have an item here are the cleric, which has a talisman in order to cast that heal spell. And then also the sorcerer will have a catalyst in order to cast its spell. The pyromancer will have the pyromancy flame to cast its spell. And the hunter will have a bow there with arrows. Or it'll have, yeah, I think a bow with arrows. This is what the hunter has. So this is the only classes that should have an item right there. If you don't have an item there and you're like the warrior or something, don't worry. Not a big deal. Ooh, get out of here. Those guys are a little bit tougher. You can kick their shields if you need to. It's locked. You can kick their shields and it'll stagger them. So that's where the item is that I showed off earlier. We'll get that on the revisit. What does this say? Parry. You can, oh yeah, you can press the left trigger to parry. I rarely do parries though. I never parry. Never do I parry. I'm not a big fan of the risk reward factor of that. So I'm going to do a plunging attack by just dropping down and doing the attack button. I'm going two-handed because I think it does deal a little bit more damage if you go two-handed. Even though I switched to one-handed there on the drop, I'm sure it was still counted as two-handed. Oh god. Back away when he does the booty slam. I'm not sure what the radius of that is. Oh. I think I got him though. I got him. Oh, take that, demon! The Asylum Demon. Pretty easy boss fight. Big Pilgrim's Key. Humanity. So you get your first humanity, which we'll use later actually. You can use the big Pilgrim's Key here. I think there's only one item to grab out here. Good job, go straight ahead. And it's off to the left over here. Right down here, kind of hidden in this little nook. It's a soul of a lost undead, so when you use that it gives you souls. And souls are used to level up and purchase items. They're kind of a dual currency level up sort of thing. I should also mention there's a nest over here for Sparkly the Crow, I think, or Snuggly the Crow, something like that. We trade items. We'll get to that later. I'm going to get to that on the revisit when we come back. So if you walk up here, we'll start the cutscene. It's going to take us to the Firelink Shrine.
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day
We'll end the episode there.
To leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords.
Lordran! Where is it?
Lordran.
There it is. The land of the ancient lords. Can you guess what it's called? Lordran! Ah! And then you're like, oh! Here we go. One of my favorite parts of the game too is the beginning section. I love the Undead Berg. Firelink Shrine's really cool. The Undead Parish is really cool. Everything, even the depths are okay. Blighttown fucking sucks. Actually, the depths suck too. After you get out of the Undead Berg, it kind of sucks. It's got this clown over here. We got this bonfire. We are at Firelink Shrine. So before I do anything, we're just gonna check out this achievement really quick. Reach Lordran. Arrive in Lordran. Make sure you have 200 souls because we're gonna need to pay him to an NPC for a little bit of a talk event. I'm gonna go ahead and level up twice. Make sure my dexterity is at 10. For this weapon, I'm gonna need early or later. It's gonna need to be at 10. Both my strength and dexterity, and my faith needs to be at 14. It looks like I have one more level. So I'll put faith at 15. Get that nice and round at 15. Then I think I'll go strength for the. No, actually, that's fuck that. Strength is more useful right now. I'll still have 219 souls. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I'll explain all of these next episode. We'll talk to that NPC and clear out all of Firelink Shrine, grab that item, and then prepare ourselves to explore the Undead Berg. So, anyways, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you are ready for this remake of the remaster walkthrough that I'm doing, because I messed up the first one, and this one will be better because I'm plotting it out, and it's going to be good and go smooth. So. Anyways, you can follow me on Twitter for updates. The link is in the description, or in the channel banner. Fuck, man. I don't know, I'm tired. I'm going to record the next episode now, though, anyway. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.